Where is she? Where is Nell? I'm Liam Neeson. If you do not tell me where Nell is, I will kick your ass. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy here to give you the second installment of Actor/Actress of the Month. You thought I forgot, didn't you? Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Actor/Actress of the Month, it's basically a series I created in which I give you a list of actors and actresses that have big movies coming out this month, and I review a past movie starring them the day before their big movie comes out. And since Nonstop comes out tomorrow, and you all voted for this guy almost unanimously, I have the pleasure of reviewing a past movie starring the man, now, Liam Neeson is a highly regarded and very respected actor. Before we knew him as the badass that he is, starting off with Batman Begins and reaching the pinnacle in Taken, he was known as an actor's actor. He was a man that really wanted to show his craft in acting. And although he's not an actor's actor anymore, and he kind of phones it in to be in these Taken ripoffs and shitty movies like Battleship and Taken 2, we still really like the guy to the point where every time we see a bad movie starring him, or just an adequate movie starring him, we always say the phrase, well, Liam Neeson was good in the movie. I have yet to see or hear a review in which someone said that Liam Neeson did a god-awful job in the role, because Liam Neeson always puts some effort and adds a degree of prestige in every role that he does. Although the movie might not have been good, Liam Neeson does put in effort in the roles that he's given, which makes his performance really stand out. And that could be attributed to the fact that Liam Neeson himself has not forgotten the actor's actor in him. I mean, he wants to give good performances. You see it in every performance he's ever given. He just hasn't found the right person, the right movie, or the right vehicle that could hone in his acting skills. Now, I could have picked from a plethora of great performances given by Liam Neeson throughout the years. I could have picked Kinsey, where he stars as a doctor who talks about sex during a time where talking about sex was sort of taboo and not really commonplace. I could have chose Darkman, which was the first movie that really showed off Liam Neeson's badassery before Batman Begins. I could have picked a bunch of the Irish films that he starred in that really showed off his acting skills. Or I could have gone with the most obvious one, Schindler's List. But I decided to buck the trend and choose one of the more obscure Liam Neeson performances in a movie called Nell. Now, I know many of you have never heard of the film Nell before. Hell, I didn't know about this film until I looked up Liam Neeson's filmography and I saw the film on the list and I said, that one looks kind of interesting. I mean, it stars Jodie Foster and Natasha Richardson, who was Liam Neeson's wife before she tragically passed away. So I decided to dive in head first to see what this movie was all about. I mean, it stars Liam Neeson. That's enough reason for me to go see the movie. So Nell is a movie that follows Dr. Jerry Lavelle, played by the one and only Liam Neeson, who goes to the cabin in the woods with this one police officer to examine this dead body that was found by this delivery boy. And while they were in the cabin, he discovers this girl by the name of Nell. Now, you would think that we would be able to communicate with this girl, but the interesting thing about Nell is that she can't speak proper English. No, she actually speaks this other weird language that no one can really decipher until later on in the movie, that's like kind of gibberish but has some splices of English here and there. Now, this brings up some concern within the community. A few doctors, including a doctor played by Natasha Richardson, believes that we should examine her and teach her how to kind of acclimate into society, while as Dr. Lavelle believes we should just leave her alone and let her live her life. I mean, she can take care of herself. The only thing that she can't do is speak proper English. This then leads into a court battle to decide whether or not Nell should be left alone or she should be put in a facility. And they have 3 months to come up with the decision, so within that 3 months, Dr. Lavelle and the other doctor pretty much keep an eye on Nell and learn her ways. And that's pretty much the whole movie. Now, first off, of course, we gotta talk about Liam Neeson's performance. I thought that he gave a really solid and dynamic performance. He came off as this really kind authority figure that really wanted Nell to just live her own life. I mean, they treated her as if she was like an animal or like she was someone lower than a human, whereas Dr. Lavelle saw her as another human. Just let her be, let her do her own thing. His character really comes off as a compassionate, caring, and understanding individual who's trying to understand Nell's ways. I mean, throughout the entire movie, he's trying to figure out the language that she speaks on her level. He doesn't belittle her, and I really appreciated that, and I really liked their relationship throughout the entire movie. I mean, just seeing Lavelle and Nell kind of bond, trying to figure each other out as she learns more about him and he learns more about her, it was really touching. And as much as it is cliche, and by God, it's cliche, I did sort of like the relationship between Dr. Lavelle and that other doctor chick played by Natasha Richardson. And I'm pretty sure this was the movie that made Liam Neeson and Natasha Richardson fall in love, because they got married in the summer of '94. This movie came out in winter of 1994. And I did like seeing the struggle between whether or not Nell should be left alone or she should be put in a facility to learn to adapt to society. Of course, they make the latter the bad guys of the movie. You need a bad guy, sort of say. They're the, oh, we need to examine her and make sure she's ready. There's this one douchebag character who's a scientist, but I mean, it's the 90s. You gotta have at least one douchebag character. There were some parts of the story that were a bit lacking and left little to the imagination. I mean, there's this one side story dealing with the sheriff and his wife, who had an episode inside of a diner, I guess. And I wanted to know, why did she have an episode inside of the diner? I mean, what traumatic thing is she dealing with? They never really mention it throughout the entire movie, and I know she's not mentally challenged. She can speak, she can walk, she can hold a conversation. It's just that something's wrong with her, but it's never really explained. It would have been nice to see more of Nell reacting to society. I mean, there's only one scene where we take her into the town and she looks around and she's kind of out of place, but that's the only scene we have. There should have been more scenes where if they're trying to help her acclimate to society, they should have took her out more. But there is this whole conflict where she's afraid to leave the house, kind of like Stoop Kid from Hey Arnold, you know, Stoop Kid's afraid to leave his stoop. The last thing I'll talk about this movie that I really liked was the cinematography. I thought the landscape shots looked beautiful. This film just overall looks beautiful, and I loved it. So overall, although the story is a bit jumbled and very cliche, and some things were left to the imagination, I did enjoy this movie with some great performances from the three lead actors of Liam Neeson, Jodie Foster, and Natasha Richardson, and it's just an overall feel-good movie. The way it ends is just, oh, that's sweet. So I'm going to give this movie a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's an enjoyable film nonetheless, and if you're a big fan of Liam Neeson, you should go check it out. Come on, it's Liam Neeson. Now I know many of you have not seen this movie, so I won't ask you guys what you thought of the movie. Instead, I'm going to ask you whether or not you're interested in seeing this movie now that I brought it to your attention. If you are, it's on Netflix. All you got to do is type in Liam Neeson or type in Nell and you'll see the movie pop up. And also, let me know, what is your favorite Liam Neeson movie? Comment below and let me know. And since I have the time to do so, I just want to thank each and every one of you for helping me break 10,000 subscribers. It was really touching, guys. I mean, I really didn't expect to break 10,000 so fast. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And I promise you, more reviews, more things to come. Also, stay tuned tomorrow for not only my non-stop review, but also my monthly update live chat video thingy. You know, the one that I always do at the end of the month. It'll be tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so be there or be square. And until then, guys, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm 20 Watt II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.